Hello everyone, my name is Sandrina, and for today, me and Gerald, as the representatives of Home Group 2, will be presenting about institution called Global Green Growth Institute. The institution itself has been formed for 10 years. To be exact, it was founded on 16th of February 2010, and because it was developed first in Korea, to be exact in Seoul, making it the headquarter of Global Green Growth Institute. And up until now, the data has recorded 30 countries of the Global Green Growth Institute members, and most of the countries registered are emerging or developing countries. For example, Thailand, China, Mexico, Indonesia, and they have the same common goal, which is to develop programs to demonstrate sustainable development. And what is Global Green Growth Institute and what are they trying to achieve in Indonesia? It is basically an institution running in the field of sustainable development. And what are they trying to achieve in Indonesia? They basically try to assist Indonesian government to um, deliver a green growth method so that they can develop three aspects. The first one is environmental aspect, social aspect, and also economic aspect. Every projects have a goal or aim that they have to meet. One of them being the time limit, because they have this time constraint. They need to make a priority scale so that they know which of these goals need to be met first and which of them can be done later. So based on the priority scale, I'm not gonna read into it by one, but we can see that the outcome number two is placed more into the more prioritized scale, and outcome number one, which is the to ensure that the capable institution can scale up green growth, is placed on the less prioritized. So based on this, we can see the bigger picture of what they are trying to achieve in Indonesia. They basically have four projects running in Indonesia or done in Indonesia. The first one is Nusa Tenggara Timur Hybrid Solar Project. Basically, Nusa Tenggara Timur is an area with little to no electrical grid infrastructure. So even their electrification rate is only in 60%, where the national average in Indonesia is up to 69%. Their goal is basically to provide energy access to have more productive usage in the region. They basically want to integrate the green growth into the government training programs so that the policymakers have adequate knowledge to make policies. And the fourth one is Green Growth Program, which also is the program that we decided to focus on. It was also started in 2016, and their goal is to um, enable the government to make improvement revolving around this green growth and green financing and also green growth facility. The reason why we chose to dig further into this program is because the program is still ongoing. So the phase two is already done in 2019, and they are now preparing to enter the third phase of the program. And here we have the reality and achievement of Green Growth Program of phase one. So it was started in 2013, running until 2015. and they focus to in the development planning of mainstream green growth, and also to build capacity of government partners to use innovate tools. Uh, so not only assisting them in planning, they also facilitate the green growth strategies and to make sure that the program runs smoothly. So here um, we have the reality of the program. They have allocated 68 billion Indonesian rupiah to two district budgets in central Kalimantan for the green growth activities. And they have also allocated up to 3 million US dollar for the rehabilitation of peatland in Pulang Pisau district. And one of the feasible result is the creation of National Green Growth Roadmap. So to sum up, what they have done from the phase one of Green Growth Program is to um, plan and to make sure that the green growth mainstream planning and investment process, also to strengthen the green growth performance on project and investment, to support them and to assist them, and to accelerate the disbursement of funding for the reduction of emission project to catalyze green growth, and also to strengthen capacity to implement key pilots in the short term, and to enhance capability at national and subnational government level. So basically to assist them in the policy making.
What the phase 2? And the phase 2 started from the 2016 up to 2019. And the phase 2, the GGI focuses on stimulating the investment in energy, particularly in energy efficiency and renewable energy. They also focus on green infrastructure projects for the special economic zones, and also enabling and financing the RDD programs on the forest and land base. REDD is the reducing emissions from deforestation and forest degradations. It turns out by signing the letter of intent with NIPA, which is the National Institute of Public Administration, in which they make the green growth as a curricula for the PNS. And the next one, they also make a feasibility study and start doing the feasibility study for solar PV in special economic zone. And also they design the business model for integrated peatland and forest management for PPI. The next one is the factor of accomplishments. So the factors of accomplishment includes because the GGE work closely with the Indonesian government. They also make the plans that are aligned with the government plans. That's why the government supported. They also work in hand with to formulate the environmental regulations, so they're involved. And also they have some priority in which the condition change. The first challenge is the policy challenge. So the policy challenge includes the permission process. So some of the policies are only connected to get the permission process. The next one is the regulation of conducting business practices needs to be more clear. The next one is the overlapping. So some of the regulation between ministries and mandates are overlapped. And also the last one is the regulations around forest products such as harvesting, transporting, and selling are also very complex. Next one is the operational challenge. It includes limited expertise, supply chain data, assistance purpose, and also some of the lack of knowledge, and also some of them are also excluded. Next one is the financial challenge. So sometimes the funding again is only due to get the permissions, and also the lack of regulations to disperse the fund for the implementation stage, and also the facilitation on the RKU or RKT. The next one is the institutional challenge. This institutional challenge includes the gap of integration between the national and regional government. The next one is the also lack of assistance for permit stage, and also some of the institutions also overlaps, so they do beyond their jobs. Also not clear yet between the role of the FMU and also the lack of coherence at the last one is the recommendations. So our recommendations is the first one is to deal with the experts. So it can be, of course, it can be improved better by involving some experts. Even some experts is also wants to be involved voluntarily. The next one is the social media and influencer. So we believe by educating the public and increasing awareness can be a broader faster, because in majority many of us is using the social media and also influencer. So we believe that it will be faster and broader. The next one is the involving the market, since many of them is also doing it because of the to get the permissions. However, the good publicity and also the market is able to judge their company. So market is the one who judge, and the biggest power that can force them to do the funding. And this is our citations.